Oh, Steam, why have you done this?
Why? 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 Why?
You've been a bastion against PC culture. You've been on the side of gamers for a very long time. And you decided yesterday to get woke. And of course, it completely explodiated in your face.
Holy smokes.
So before we get into all the hilarity, I just want to describe a little bit about the word LatinX. It is a word mostly used by white women who are perpetually offended on others' behalfs. Latinos themselves hate the word. It is supposed to be this woke, like inclusive word for Latinos. Like, anybody that I know that's Latino is not down with all this woke garbage in general. Like I have never met a Latino social justice warrior. I know they exist probably in California and Portland, but this term, if we go back, white women have been trying to make this term a thing since, I don't know, 2008. Progressive Latino pollster, 98% of Latinos do not identify with LatinX. 98% think it's stupid. One of the greatest challenges facing marketing departments and political campaigns today is the inability to discern signals from noise. As a professional market researcher, I see this on a daily basis. Social media listening teams regularly confuse online chatter for real-life trends, and this can misinform entire PR campaigns and strategies. Over the past few months and years, several of our clients have noticed the term LatinX trending as a new ethnic label to describe Latinos. It has been used by academics, activists, and major companies, including NBC Marvel, as well as politicians like Senator Elizabeth Warren. We were curious about the appeal of LatinX among the country's 52 million of Latin American ancestry. Well, with my colleague and I are progressive on social issues. As researchers, we have put aside our personal biases and render advice based on the best empirical evidence. To examine the acceptance of LatinX, we did a scientific thing. We presented our respondents with 7 of the most common terms used to describe Latinos and asked them to select which one actually best describes them. When it came to LatinX, people hated it. Despite its usage by academics and cultural influencers, 98% of Latinos prefer other terms of their ethnicity. Only 2% of our respondents said the label accurately described them. 2%, making it the least popular ethnic label among Latinos. What won? Well, Hispanic, then Latino. My culture of origin, plus American, so like Latino American or whatever, Hispanic American. American, they prefer to be called American 3 times, 300% more than they like to be called LatinX. Are you shocked? This is, by the power of white woman, I am offended. Here's another report from just 2 months ago. About 1 in 4 U.S. Hispanics have even heard LatinX, but just 3% use it. This article is Pew Research, okay? And it's almost like they're disappointed. They're like, but Latinos aren't using our woke purse puppy language for them. How are we supposed to get offended when people don't call them Latinx if they don't use it? Well, Steam decided, catch the LatinX Games Festival on Steam this weekend for 2 days of game dev talks, panels, demos, and highlighted games. The LatinX Game Fest. Let's see how many followers this channel has. 1,000 viewers or 1,000 followers, probably all white people, eager to call their local brown person LatinX and say it loud enough for other white people to hear. Let's look at some of these replies, okay? Stop saying Latinx, progressive pollster. Oh, I showed you that article. Latinx is basically the N-word for Hispanics, you clowns. Hola, my Latinx friends. Shut the F up. 4,000 likes. My parents are from South America, And I was in Argentina recently. They literally don't use the term LatinX. This is just the term that the US made up. I'm starting to hate this country more and more. Everyone disliked that. Bad luck to post Cringe. LatinX, you really going to butcher a people's language and make them sound like a Pokemon? I'm Mexican, and when I heard the term Latinx, I thought it was a Telemundo sister channel or Mexican space program. And everyone's continually posting this. I think you got a typo in there. It's Latino. Another day, another brand pushing Latinx, trying to colonize our language. Nobody uses this word. Nobody. Latino people are cringing now. My cringe-o-meter went from 1 to 100,000. And it's this meme over and over and over again. Okay, as a Latino, I can say, this is cringe. 1.1 thousand. They're just getting absolutely destroyed. Nobody uses this language, and it's white women run amok. Let's look at some of the quote tweets. Corporations, stop trying to colonize their language while thinking you're woke. It's ignorant and disrespectful. Lamau, you got ratioed. F you, I'm using Chinese spyware instead. Wow, Steam said Latinx instead of Latino. I feel so included and respected now. Grimace face. It's just, stop. Stop this. And you have, I muted this word for a reason. How do you do, fellow Latinx? Latinx is cringe. Why are white people like this? Hey, I don't claim this. Stop using Latinx, a Puerto Rican. Dude, the Latinos are not down with your garbage woke culture. I mean, it's just, as a Latin American myself, the condescending usage of Latinx is pretty offensive. Woke people like this, quote, this beaners don't even know how offensive their gendered language is, so let's change it to make it less offensive, and they are going to like it. As far as I could see, Latino and Latina people themselves are getting tired of this. If they hate the term, why does the term Latinx even exist? Leftist, inclusive, self-pleasure, pardon my word. It's Latino, you gringo. I'm not Latino, but can white people stop saying Latinx? Stuff is completely annoying. Latino is already gender neutral. And let's take a look. We'll just take a look at the page. This in and of itself looks offensive to me. What is this? What? I don't get it. Do Latinos like different types of video games? I don't think so. Pretty sure it's pretty multicultural every time I log into Call of Duty. You know, I think gamers, we view ourselves as gamers, really. We don't need this, like, woke garbage language. No Latino likes to be called the Latinx. It's ridiculous, and Steam got exactly what they deserved for trying to push this woke trash on the gaming community. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.